I apologize that I was not here last week. I had a very eventful week involving a bomb threat and me losing one of my externships. Had a very eventful week. But anyways, that's not the point. Getting off topic. Welcome back to Undesirable Humans. Today we're going to be talking about two guys, as usual, for lost time. The first one is Edward Tenney, who killed 3 people in Illinois between 1992 and 1993. Tenney killed 3 people in a series of robbery slayings. He was convicted of 3 counts of first-degree murder, receiving a death sentence for one of the killings, that of Virginia Johannessen. Tenney won a new trial for Johannessen's murder and was resentenced. Again, the sentence still stood. In 2010, the following year, his sentence was actually commuted to life without parole after Illinois abolished capital punishment. As this video, Tenney is 66 years old and serving his sentence at the Pinckneyville Correctional Center. Tenney was aided by his 16-year-old cousin, Donald Lippert. Lippert testified against Tenney in exchange for an 80-year sentence. As this video, he is 50 years old and serving his sentence at the Illinois River Correctional Center. Lippert's projected release date is in 2035. He will have to spend 3 years on mandatory supervised release before he is fully discharged from his sentence. 4 men, Lionel Lane, Lester Slater, Corey Jenkins, and Markel Turner, were wrongfully charged with killing Virginia. Slater, Jenkins, and Turner were later acquitted, but Lane was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to 60 years in prison. He spent nearly a year in prison before Tenney and Lippert were arrested, and he was exonerated. In 2013, sadly, Lane was shot and killed while trying to protect his girlfriend from an assailant. He was 51 years old. His victims were Jerry Weber, 24, Mary Jo Oberweis, 56, and the aforementioned Virginia Johannessen, who was 76. The second guy we're going to talk about is Ralph Faba, who killed 3 people in Florida between 1999 and 2000. Faba killed 3 people, his father, his ex-girlfriend, and a 16-year-old. He pled guilty to 1 count of second-degree murder and sentenced to 40 years in prison. Faba later pled no contest to 2 more counts of second-degree murder and was sentenced to additional 25 years. As this video, he is 48 years old and serving his sentence at the Martin Correctional Institution. He's scheduled for release in 2059, when he'll be 81 years old. His victims were his father, Ralph Sr., who was 68, his ex-girlfriend, Alicia Eakins, who was 25, and Angela Durling, the teenager. So that was those 2. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.